Albert Einstein once said, "I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction, and the world will have a generation of idiots." He was right, but not completely. He didn't know something called the social media. He didn't know how big of an effect social media will have on us and on our generation. To be specific, today I'm going to talk about the extensive usage of social media and the value of instant gratification leading to social media addiction. You might ask, what on earth I'm talking about and what kind of nonsense this is. But what if I'm telling you that we are considered and even behaved as drug addicts of our generations, and we are physiologically rewarding ourselves with drugs every day? According to the California drug possession laws, we have legal regulations on hard drugs such as heroin, cocaine, ecstasy. We also have legal regulations on marijuana usage under the California Health and Safety Code. But we don't have any legal regulations on the usage on social media. Social media, the same drug that's been proven to have the same biological effect, maybe even worse than some kind of the harsh drugs, that can affect our cognitive and behavior development. As per statistics from the research done by Benedictine University, around 63% of Americans uses social media daily, and 40% of them logs into similar social media platform every day, multiple times. Every one of us has different reasons to go on social media, but in the longer run, it's some form of addiction. According to Dr. Shannon from Benedictine University, our major reason for using social media, there's two. One, boredom relief. Second, self-distraction. She even added, social media is delivering reinforcement every time a user logs in. So for those of us who post status updates regularly, we're being reinforced positively by comments and supportive likes. And of course, behaviors that have been reinforced consistently will be repeated, meaning it's harder for us to simply say no and stop it. Study from the California State University Fullerton also shown that social media addiction can be as dangerous as cocaine addiction. They discovered that social media effect actually triggers two parts of our brain. The first being the amygdala, the part that controls motivation, emotional responses, and reward system. Second part being the striatum, a critical part in our forebrain that controls our reward system as well. In this process, our brain actually goes through dopamine releases. According to the article, Healthy Brain, Happy Life, it is a chemical that helps our brain in regulating our motivation, pleasure, and emotional responses. It doesn't only allow us to see the reward, but motivate us to actually take action towards it. Dopamine is actually the same chemical that's being released when we're on drugs, alcohol, and even when we're gambling. In the longer run, we crave for these stimulations every time after each interactions. And does it sound like drugs? But why? It is because with our advanced technology right now, social media, we as millennials consider that as a daily essentials, and we are obligated to connect with others through social media platform. According to the Reading Eagles News, a real high for high-tech users. For example, when we're low on dopamines, we decided to post some pictures online and wait for likes. For every likes, it actually raises our dopamine level. And that makes you happy and high in a sense. From time to time, this cycle keeps repeating, forming a lifelong addiction that is even harder to stop. We constantly post pictures hoping that this picture will get us more likes than the one before. If we pair this to drugs, we're ultimately behaving and identify ourselves as drug addicts. One of the side effects is tolerance. Meaning, imagine every like equals a certain amount of drugs. The more we consume, the higher our tolerance will be. We're constantly being fed and feeding off likes, meaning drugs, to each other. In a more extreme situation, 10 likes doesn't seem enough now. We now want 100 likes. And after we got 100 likes, we now want thousands of likes. So on and so forth. which then we feel anxious coming back to our normal state when we don't post the pictures and we don't have any likes or social media attention. From the Health Research Board, every year on average, the increase rate for marijuana addicts is 10%. For cocaine addicts, it's 12%. But for social media addicts, it's 40%. The number is still increasing exponentially, and it is a number that we should be concerned about. The major effect that is to us as millennials is that it is transforming our value in life, instant gratification. We now want more likes and we want them instantly. We crave more and we crave more social media attention. Social media is actually implementing the value of having instant gratification in our life for us. But allow me to tell you something. Life doesn't work that way. We have to be patient. We have to work hard. And life doesn't just reward us instantly. You might think social media addiction and instant gratification only affect our cognitive development, but it actually affects our behavior development as well. Let us look at this picture. It is an art project conducted by photographer Eric Pickesgo. He photoshopped all the phones away from our normal human interaction, showing us how social media and technology has actually surpassed our human interaction. There's no longer eye contact, there's no speaking involved. We would rather follow someone's status instead of asking them out for dinner. We would rather comment and like their pictures instead of actually complimenting on them and in front of them. We care about more of this substance instead of we care about each other. So same for drugs. With medical marijuana, prescribed drugs, and it is because we consume that in a safe amount. Currently, there's no legal regulations on social media, which I doubt there will be any legal regulations anytime soon. But what I'm saying and I'm suggesting right now is that we shouldn't be addicted to social media. We should be independent from it. We shouldn't let social media to take control of our life. And there's a fine line between using it for good or overdosing it. And how can we do this? We can do this together by going to www.nationaldayofunplugging.com. It is a website for us to unplug ourselves and focus more on the deeper fulfillment in life, relationship, real ones. Even though the National Day of Unplug, meaning that you're going to turn your phone off for the entire day, really connect with the people around you, has passed on March 3rd and 4th. You can still go to the website, take the pledge, and get a free cell phone sleeping bag. Putting your cell phone in, really unplug yourself from all this reinforcement and connect with the people around you. You might think it is unnecessary, but I hope you guys are aware of the negative impact of social media addiction. In conclusion and to summarize, start from little steps. Unplug yourself. Talk to each other. Focus more on this relationship. Stop depending on social media attention and be independent from it. Stop connecting through Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, but really connect through human interaction. Stop the social media addiction and the value of instant gratification. Reevaluate what is more important for us. Something that you can count on, not a picture that has thousands of likes. Albert Einstein once said, "I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction, and we will have generations of idiots." Let me tell you something. The day is here. Technology and social media has surpassed our human interaction. And I'm pretty sure we don't want to be the generations of idiots and drug addicts. So join me together to unplug yourself. Thank you.